Hey Groovers, how are we? Got a real quick unvanning for you I thought I might do. I just got back from the tip and yep, I found a couple of something that you might find interesting. Well, I am. Got a couple of fridges. They look like really nice glass door. Well, no opening the door. The door's already open, so there goes half my unvanning. But here we go, check this out. Can't really see it on this angle. Actually, if I turn around, there we go. 1 and 2 identical Delonghi. They look like beer fridges, I guess. Exactly what I'm after for my deck, even though I've already got a bunch. But a couple of the ones that I've already got don't work on my deck, and I have to get a Frigie out to fix them. But yeah, I just thought you have to think, and I was thinking to myself, who throws, fair enough, someone might throw one fridge out if it's busted, but if you throw two fridges out, it's really unlikely that two fridges would break at the same time, you know, and need repair. So I'm thinking maybe it's some rich person who's just got sick of them, or doing a renovation and just getting rid of them. Maybe it's a hotel or cafe or something, who knows. But I think what I might do is plug them in while they're in the van, because if they don't work, I can just leave them in the van and take them back to the tip. Even though, depending on what the problem is, they might be worth fixing. A lot of the times it's the, is it the start capacitor, the start relay, or I've fixed a few fridges that have that problem. It's just like a $5 fix, not even. So this could be interesting. What I might do is go and get a bit of power. I may even just set you up here, and I don't know if you can see the display. It's got a digital display up there. At least let's see if that turns on. And yeah, anyway, hang on, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, can we see the there's a bit of glare on there, isn't there? I set you up there, can we see what's going on? Right, let's plug these suckers in and see what happens. That's a good sign. Well, that's a good sign. The first one beeped and it's come up with the 28 degrees Celsius temperature, which is pretty much what it is at the moment. So let's see if that starts falling. Fingers crossed, eh? We're at 28 degrees. Let's hopefully it'll drop down. Okay, I'm going to stop this vid and I'll come back. Rightio, so it's about, what is it, maybe 3 minutes since I plugged that fridge in. Thought I'd come down and have a quick look online. And this is the exact fridge. This is it, Delonghi. And it's beautiful. It's really nice looking. So far I've done a bit of a search, and there's the model number, and people are selling them used for $650, which is pretty expensive, but that's amazing. So what I found out, there's this place online in Australia called Grays Online, and they're an auction place, but they do tell you, so they've actually, this fridge here is the exact same fridge. Yep. And they basically, so this one here sold for $664. The one that I saw on eBay, or Gumtree, I think, sold for $650. Now this is $654, but if you have a look here, they actually go to the trouble of finding out what the retail price is, and this one is RRP $1,399, so $1,400, and that's pretty amazing. What would be even more amazing is if it was working. So I guess it's been about five minutes now, several minutes. So let's maybe get up and go for a walk out of my room And let's go back up and have a bit of a look. I don't know if I can actually... Oh, bugger it, we'll just go straight here. I was going to say, I don't think I can see that far from the back of the door. But, oh, look at that! 15 degrees. What was it before? 28. So this is dropping pretty quick. This works. It's getting cold. It is getting cold. What a success. Awesome. Oh, down to 14. So this one here, we haven't plugged this in yet, but I guarantee you, if they've tossed this, that one works as well. Well, I'm not going to guarantee it, but we'll see. But this is awesome. This is fantastic. So basically, if I don't even use it, I'll end up making $1,000 if I sell them. But I don't know. I might give them away. I've got some friends who love my fridges on my deck, even though half of them don't work. But these ones work, so I probably will keep these and reuse them. Or I was actually thinking I'm doing a home cinema, and I want to put a bar down in my home cinema. It's a massive home cinema, mind you. So, and I had kind of wanted to put a fridge down there. So, yeah, either one or two. I think two, because they look really good together. But let's actually see if this one works yet. But, what a score! Down to 13. Man, this thing's getting cold really fast. Other than that, I didn't get much more on that trip. I got this storage container, but big deal about that. I mean, these really come in handy, and I'm using them all the time. They're saving me $20 every time I grab one of those big ones. But there we go. There's a couple more sticks of framing pine for my home cinema, and they'll come. That's, you know, just those 2 sticks there and those bits there. That would have cost me easily, you know, what, $10? $7. And I got a fridge. Not a fridge. Yeah, I got 2 fridges, but no, I got 4K Samsung TV, which I can see it's got a crack in it, so that's okay. I'll pull some boards out of that, and who knows, maybe in the future I might find one that needs some boards. But this is brilliant. This is fantastic. So I'm stoked. Let's open this. Look at that, it's in really good nick inside it, so you can't see. But once I get in there and give it a good clean. So I don't know how long they've been sitting there, but it rained last night. Had a look behind there, there's no water, so maybe they were actually dumped this morning, because they were right at the front of the fridge section. So I'd say they've just been placed there. But yeah, so listen, I'm gonna actually wait for this to get, I'll wait for this to get as cold as I can get it. Don't know how to, don't know why these aren't working. Is that, oh, there we go, that's the light. Oh, the beautiful, you can't see that, but it's a beautiful blue light that's come on inside up the top there. Well, that works. But adjusting the temperature, so that's set to Celsius now. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Actually, let's see what happens if I hit this power button. The light works. Oh, hang on, maybe I have to keep my finger on there. Nope. So I have to check that out. Maybe that was the reason why they tossed it. Maybe it's a problem with the keypad, with the pad. You know, as long as it gets down to below 6, that's all I worry about. That's all I need. But having said that, it would be nice if these functions worked. I'm sure they do. But anyway, listen, I'll end up pulling all this apart and giving it a thorough clean, and we'll see. Down to 12. See See, I'm hardly even touching that light button and it's working nicely. Now this is the Celsius/Fahrenheit button. Let's see what happens. See, that's not doing anything. Interesting. It's still, it's a pretty stupid reason to throw these out. Well, let's actually see how cold these actually get. So, I mean, it was 28 when we started, now it's down to 12, so it's dropping quick. So, anyway, it's always got to be something. But I really want to plug the other one in now and see what happens. But listen, I'm going to pause you. I'll be back. Okay, so I've worked it out. Guys. So it works perfectly. Mechanically, it works great. Look, it's just hit 5 degrees. That's when the compressor stops. So it'll probably stop in a few seconds. And what happens is, as the temperature inside rises, when that gets to 8, the compressor comes back on. That's how all fridges work, and mechanically it works great. But we still got this. There you go. I don't know if you could hear that, but the compressor's stopped now, so no more cold air being made. So the light works. Not that you can see anything, but these other ones don't work, which is okay. I'll fix that. I'll try and fix that. I'm kind of hoping now that this isn't an inherent problem with these machines, or at least with this model of Delonghi. I'm kind of hoping that these people who own these just went, well, this one's broken, I want a matching pair, so let's toss the good one out as well. I'm hoping this one's going to be good. So next thing is we're going to plug that in and see what's going on with that. And but if they're both the same, I'll work it out. There's going to be people talking about it online, but I've come across this kind of problem before with TVs and the touch controls on the TVs, and Samsung Blu-ray players that have the exact same touch controls, and there's ways around it. So, but anyway, it'd be nice if at least the power worked, but that's fine. Even if that doesn't work, I'm going to plug them into like some Google smart switches. So when I'm coming home from wherever and I've got some friends turning up, I'll just turn it on with my phone from the road. It'll get cold, the beer will get cold. Because I'm a bit of a tight ass. I don't like having fridges that aren't really getting used on all the time. But man, they look sweet. But what I'm going to do is I might actually pull this one out now and kind of turn this one around and then plug it in. But yeah, the other cool thing I noticed, because this is the second time it's gone down to 5, the other cool thing is it's taking a long time for it to get warm, which is brilliant. I mean, I've got fridges from the tip before, glass doors, and it's like 30 seconds and the compressor's back on, so there's like a leak, the seals are all stuffed. But this is a keeper, this is a good one. Anyway, I'll set you up, I'll pull this fridge out, and let's plug that sucker in, shall we? All right, back in a tick. Alright, so what are we thinking? Is it going to turn on? Of course it's going to turn on. Let's just see if we can angle you up. Can we see anything? I've got nowhere to put this camera tripod. Oh, that might work. All you need to hear is the noise. Okay, plugging it in now. There's no beep, but it's turned on. And it's already on. Oh, that's Fahrenheit. Let's see if this works. Ah. Interesting. So this one's not working. But every time I push this light switch, the display goes out. So it sounds like there is definitely a problem with these control pads. Touch ones anyway. Ugh, that sucks. Man, this hasn't been used for a while. There's spider webs everywhere. Ah, it's a shame I can't even get the light on. That's interesting. It's definitely, I'm not tossing it, I'm keeping it, I'm going to fix it. I mean, I'll find another one at the dump and either replace the touch panel, or I think you'll be able to fix this. There's got to be something easy. I mean, by the looks of things, there's some screws there, that's how you get into it, maybe. But looks like we're going to have a look at a bit of YouTube, maybe just Google it. Somebody's had this problem. It looks like there's an inherent problem with these touch pads. But oh, that's a shame. I thought this was going to work. The funny thing is, I was contemplating just bringing one home, and this was the first one I put in the car. If I had done that, I wouldn't have even bothered going back for the other one. So I'm glad I got both of them. So what I'm going to do is get them out of here, take them upstairs. I have to get my mate Sam to give me a hand to carry these up the stairs. I think he's about the size of a big fridge, so he can get at the bottom. But sucks. All right, back soon. Well, there we go. I love them. They're beautiful. They're so nice. I love this tinted glass and stainless steel look. But, yeah, so this one works. I'll just go over it again. This one works apart from all the controls don't work. The light switch works. You can kind of, here we go. That works. None of the others work. That's okay. This one, nothing works. I mean, you hit the light switch and the display goes out, but all of these switches don't work either. So yeah, it's definitely it must be a common problem, although I still can't find any people online that are having the issue. But that's okay. I found out that to buy a board, the touch control module, you actually have to buy the entire top section, and that's $90. So that's, to be honest, that's nothing. You know, you could easily, like I've discovered, you could easily sell each one of these for over $600. So, but I want to keep them. I think they look great together. But what I'm going to do before going out and buying these boards, I'm going to pull the control module out of there and just check the circuit board. Have a look at the sensors, the touch sensors, and just make sure that they haven't got broken solder joints, because believe it or not, that happens all the time, and I'm always fixing stuff that needs reflowing. And you just get your soldering iron out and just touch it up, and it's good to go. But what I will say is, check this out. Can you see the difference between the top of this machine and the top of that fridge? This one's obviously seen a lot of sun, which means it's probably heated up a hell of a lot more than this one here, the one that works. And look at the side, it's grey. So that's definitely seen more sun. And what you find are the TVs, the washing machines, these appliances that have these touch controls, when they heat up, that's what gives them the cracked solder joints. So that might be the reason, you know. So I've got a pretty good feeling I'll be able to repair these boards, but I'm going to do that in a separate video. So, you know, if you're interested, you know what button to press, and see how we go. Oh, there you go. The compressor's turned off. She's below 5 degrees again. Lovely. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm really happy. I'm glad I grabbed them, and I'm glad I just didn't take that one. That was the first one I put in the car. And I was only going to bring one home first to see if one worked. And if I had brought that home, I just would have redumped it and not worried about this good one, and not known that this one here was fixable. But at least with fridges, when you get fridges, if they don't heat up, if it's a gas leak, if there's a gas leak, then you've got major issues. I've got some of the most beautiful. I've got fridges worth over $2,000. You know, twin bar fridges that have all stainless steel, and you know, the latest thing, and they've got gas leaks, and that's what I've worked out. There's a leak somewhere, so I think it's still going to be worth getting a repair guy out to fix those ones, because they just look amazing. They look like these put together in one fridge. But yeah, but at least these fridges don't have gas leaks. Well, we don't know about that one, but I'm 95% sure that that's going to be great once we repair the circuit board behind the touch controls. But yeah, stoked. Oh, check this out. You like my arcade I got at the tip? That was a pretty good score. But the glass had broken. It had cracked. But the reason they tossed it was the computer that's inside. It was dead. So I've just put a laptop that had a broken screen inside. We've got this screen here. So it's awesome. And the best part is the glass. If you have a look at my sewing machine here, if you look behind there, I found this coffee table at the tip, and it had this beautiful square piece of glass. It's completely square. It's got these really nice round edges on it. And if you put it over this arcade, it's perfect. It kind of comes out to maybe 10 mil off the side, maybe a little less, and it sticks out probably 80 mil on either side, and that's perfect. It's actually, I prefer it than a snug fitting piece of glass, because you can put more stuff on. You can put your drinks on there, but yeah, that's going to be a good project. I'm going to get some stickers made up. I've got a guy that buys some stuff from me. He owns his own sign writing place, and he's going to do some stickers for me. So if you want to see that little project, you know, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to call this one wraps. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. G'day guys, how you going? It's Iski here, and wow, guess what? It's future Iski, actually. It's been 9 months since all of that footage that you just watched on this video, in this video I should say. I shot all that 9 months ago and made that 9 months ago. In fact, I didn't even have a YouTube channel when I made that, all of that, well, what you've just seen. I didn't even have a YouTube channel. It was 3 months later that I started my channel. I just thought, I actually just made that video and took all that footage just because I was practicing for the day that I just wanted to see if I could make a YouTube video. I didn't even upload it, obviously. But yeah, that was 9 months ago. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I will actually publish this particular video, because I do think about it. And the fact is, making videos at the moment, because I broke my camera the other day, is a little bit slow. So why not use a bit of footage that I've had for a while. So expect to see other videos, other practice videos of before I even had a channel, okay? Some of them are pretty dodgy, but I'll put a disclaimer before it. But check this fridge out. This is an LG double door fridge. I found this at the dump, and I knew this actually worked as soon as I found it at the dump. You might be wondering how. Well, because it was a hot summer's day, and when I opened the door, it was freezing inside. It had ice inside, so somebody had just dumped it, and obviously it worked. So I grabbed that. It's got a tiny dent in the door, which I actually put on when I did that dent when I pulled it out of the car at home. But that's an excellent fridge. It's my main fridge. Now, this is my super deck. I will be doing a full-on series about this deck, how I've built it. Everything that's on this deck is recycled, stuff that I've found and either fixed or just used, including that 4K Samsung 75-inch $6,000 TV over there. I fixed that, I found it. But listen, we're not going to spend too much time talking about this deck. Apart from, this is the outdoor kitchen part of it. And everything here I found. Everything I found. That range hood. You can actually see all of this recycled timber. They're just decking boards that people throw out. Everything that you see here came from the dump, including these other glass door Rhino bar fridges, which actually cost more than the Delonghi ones, believe it or not. Everything. You can see that splashback there. I made this splashback out of glass bricks that you find in bathrooms. I put a bit of texture behind there with some LEDs. And at night time, gosh, you should see it. It looks amazing. I cut the faces of those bricks off, and I've just basically made my own splashback. So I will actually make other videos where I show people how I've done that. That sink there, believe it or not, cost $1,350. How can people pay that much for a sink? It's a laundry sink, mind you, but I don't care. I actually prefer it being a laundry sink because I make a lot of curries and they take massive big pots. So that's actually really handy. But yeah, everything you see here is from the dump, including this this Smick bar fridge. This one cost $1,800. And this is one of the ones that I told you has a gas leak. So it's basically a write-off unless you get somebody in to fix it. So I might do that at some point in time. But there you go. That dishwasher was a dump find. Anyway, let's talk about these fridges. So I actually did make a repair video of me trying to fix these fridges. I was pulling the doors off, trying to get into the computers and to, just to see what was going on. It was cool. It was looking to be a really good video, a positive video, but then I actually pulled the computers off. And what do you think I found? Well, the reason why these don't work is because they were just completely covered in mud wasp nests. The entire thing was just inundated with mud wasp nests all over the circuitry. So obviously there was a lot of shorts happening, and yeah, that's why they don't work. That's why they don't work. In fact, like I said, this one here basically works. And just an update to this one that does work. Well, I worked out something else. When you do turn it on, basically you can actually change the temperature. You can change the temperature very easily. In fact, you can change the temperature. You can do whatever you want with the fridge, as long as you're always pressing the buttons. But as soon as you release your hand for probably 10 to 20 seconds, then it freezes and it just stays in whatever mode it was in. So it's a good thing. So this one, to me, that one's fixed. This one isn't. And you can see this one. In fact, this is the fridge that I use the most. I use this every single day religiously. And there you go. It's got all my curry, herbs and spices, and rolled oats and sultanas and stuff, bowls. That's an excellent fridge. So it's funny that the one that's busted on here is the one that I use the most. This one here I think I've used once. I've probably turned it. This is probably the second time I've ever turned it on. I will actually use these on a more regular basis, but I'm not actually getting people over at the moment. But when I start entertaining on this deck, I will definitely start turning these on a little bit more. But there you go. So that's it. that's it. I'm actually not going to do any more on these fridges unless I find a computer at the dump. That's what I plan on doing. Like I said earlier on in this video, they only cost $100. But the thing is, I discovered that they were they don't make them anymore, so you can't buy them. So that sucks. But yeah, doesn't matter. I'll find one at the dump if I want to kind of fix them up, or one or two. But it might take a bit of time. But like you can see, I'm not in a rush. In fact, the last video that I released, you may have just seen, was the video where I waterproofed my home cinema underneath by cladding the outside of, this deck had ballast rails. I pulled those ballast rails off and I ended up cladding it so it was all waterproof. And boring video for most people. I only did it for myself. But there you go. So hopefully that's knocked this video on its head. I want to say thanks for watching. I know it was dodgy. Like I said, this was just a practice video. This was a practice YouTube video before I even had a channel. That's why my audio was so dodgy. Yeah, not sure. I might sound a little bit more confident when speaking now. I'm not sure. We'll see. But there you go, guys. Want to say thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.